What's going on, everybody? Jared back once again, and it's Thursday, at least for those of us in the West. Sorry to those in the East. Anyways, time for our Thursday Best Android Games of the Week, and first up we've got Crumble Zone. Crumble Zone is a fun game where you're this little alien dude trying to protect your planet from getting obliterated by all of these meteorites and, I guess, various planets that are kind of being sucked into its gravitational pull. So I'm assuming you're throwing this little rock, because that's what I've decided that you're throwing. And that's how you're going to start taking out all these meteorites and planets and things. You can see a planet coming in there from the left. So I toss my little rock at it, and of course it kind of creates this weird supernova and starts attracting all these other dudes. Now you'll notice here that I keep shooting out these little rockets, and that actually is due to power-ups. So if you start getting enough and you take out enough of these things, then you'll start to get these power-ups, such as like these little rockets that you shoot out, and other cool things, such as this shield that ends up going up around your planet, just in case things start getting a little bit too close for your liking. Now, you'll also notice that when I start taking these things out, at least the bigger ones for that matter, which I'll do in just, there you go, if you can take out a large cluster, then you start getting these diamonds that these things drop. And you're going to want to collect as many of these diamonds as you can, because the more diamonds you collect in between levels, you can actually, or levels, I guess we're on like level 1 or 2 right now, but in between games, you can actually start purchasing like special weapons, which helps you kind of last longer. The game's a lot of fun. One thing about it, though, is that it does tend to get me a little bit dizzy, just because you are kind of spinning around. Now, I've actually made it up to level 14, believe it or not, and that was not as easy as it seems. Things start to get a little bit crazier as time goes on. These planets and meteorites start to come at you a little bit faster, and you start running out of special abilities and shields and things like that, and that's, never a good thing. Also, every single time you do progress onto another level, it kind of pushes everything back a little bit, giving you a little more time to sort of, figure out which way you want to go, and so on. The game's a lot of fun. It's free in the Play Store. It is ad supported, so you're going to have to look out for that. There is a way to get out of the ads. I believe you can either donate or I think there might even be just a paid version altogether. Anyways, guys, that is Crumble Zone, free in the Play Store. There'll be a link in the description below for you to go and download it right away. Hang on. Let me just get this one, and this one, and that one, and that one. Diamonds, more diamonds. Sorry, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, next up we have Fly Cargo LT. Of course, there'll be a link in the description below. And yes, this one is free also. It's also extremely challenging, and I haven't been able to get past level 9. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out with, I don't know, level 3. And there's actually quite a bit of levels. Obviously, this is also ad-supported, as you can tell. And so here you are. You've got your little helicopter here. Now, there's a couple of different control schemes. This is actually the joystick, so we're going to go ahead and actually switch that up. You've got some different control schemes. I'm going to go ahead and use the tilt to steer. Alrighty, back at our level, and we've got our helicopter. So, up we go. Go ahead and press on the screen, and you're going to want to try your best to try and get these little floating stars, because that actually adds to your points if and when you actually start crashing your helicopter and bumping it into things, which will happen. But you don't want it to happen too much, otherwise you'll have to start over. So as you can see, as you start getting close to the box, you don't want the red ones, you want the ones that aren't red. So you got this little grappling hook that drops out, and we go ahead and pick it up. Come on, a little bit more. And then we kind of spin around, and our helicopter ends up spinning around depending on the angle of which way we're going. And of course, you just drop it down in the little white boxes, and you're done, and make sure you go and land your helicopter on the pad. Seems pretty simple, right? That's what you think. Let's go ahead and try a different level. Alright, so here we are on level 9. Now, I'm not even going to bother trying to get all of the stars here, but I am going to try and get this little box that, you're supposed to get. So let's go ahead, and you want to carefully maneuver. Now, I can't figure out for the life of me because the grappling hook comes out early here, and I just can't get that box without that grappling hook. So what I think I have to do actually is swing the grappling hook in, or at least come at the box very quickly before the grappling hook. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe if I come this way. Get out of my way. It's really challenging. Anyways, the first 2 levels are relatively easy. They'll teach you exactly how to play the game. You have the option to skip levels if you do get caught up. However, in order to skip the level, it's a little bit pricey. As you can see, it's $1 Canadian, which was a little bit disappointing. Nevertheless, the game is extremely fun to play. It's addicting. You'll be sitting there for at least half an hour, so I don't recommend, if you have 2 minutes to spare, starting up this game, because those 2 minutes will end up turning into half an hour, and you'll be late for whatever meeting or appointment you have. That is Fly Cargo LT, free. I'll be posting a link in the description below for you to go download that one too. Alrighty, next up we have EVAC HD. This game is like Pac-Man, except way more fun, and I'll show you why. So this is like, I think level 2, as I just showed there. You're this little pink guy, which is basically your Pac-Man, but I really don't want to relate it too much to Pac-Man. Then of course there's this sort of little yellow dude, and the yellow guy is kind of your guide. He explains to you how to do things, what's going on. Now what's interesting about this game is that there's, not only are you supposed to go and get these little dots everywhere, like you would expect in Pac-Man normally, but there's all kinds of sort of puzzles and challenges along the way, and it starts getting crazy when you start going through these little red boxes here. Now luckily I've already played this game, so I know what I'm doing here. I can move these different boxes around to block the baddies so they can't get me. Next thing you want to do is, for instance, of course, he's giving you all these. Oh, look at that, I won already. All right, so here we are on level 4. I'm going to walk up to this special little power up here, and it turns us into a ghost. As soon as I hit this red box, the red bad guys come out of nowhere, and I can kind of start moving through these white boxes here. And what I want to do is wait for this red guy to get to the left side there, and then I'm going to squish him in. Alright, we've made it out of there, and obviously we can kind of continue on our way. We've got another little power-up, which gives us a shock value, so as soon as we start coming near some of the bad guys, it'll shock them, and you can kind of move past them, although it doesn't kill them or anything, so you'll notice here, shocks them, and then we can go ahead and move past them safely, and get to those little dots that we need to collect, the different colored dots, appropriately. And this is basically how the game works, and obviously as the levels start progressing, the challenge starts progressing huge, and it starts getting really, really difficult. Anyways, guys, that is EVAC HD. Thank you so much for watching. All the links will be in the description below. If you like this video, go ahead and shoot me some love by hitting that likes button down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one in the future. Also, if you want to stay up to date on all of my videos, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Google+. Those links will be in the description below as well. Till next time, cheers, guys.